Hello everyone, Liaparo here, and welcome back to Soul Calibur 6 Libra of Original Soul starring 2B. In the last episode, we started establishing a connection between the Cursed Spirit Swords by fighting the Ninja Taki. And now we're going to connect ourselves a bit further by completing some more side quests and reaching that red dot at the end of the episode. So, with that note, let's get to exploration! First, we're going to stop by Ostrheinsburg for a bit and investigate whatever this steep ravine is. We're going to Ostrheinsburg early, not to fight Azwel. As I wandered through a forest, I stumbled across a deep ravine, the area around it littered with signs of a bloody battle. So we got 2 lizard men and 2 cult priests. Hits up here, knockback power, and wall hits do more damage. As I walked through the thick forest surrounding Ostrheinsburg Castle, I came across a seemingly bottomless chasm. Walking alongside it, I found traces of battle, fallen trees, churned earth, and the corpses of lizardmen. As I continued on, the signs of fighting grew fiercer. What on earth could have happened? It was then that I heard voices not too far away. This must be a piece of Astaroth. To think this could have happened to the brute. We may never create a golem as perfect as he again. But at the very least, we must find his divine core and bring it back with us. Peering from behind a tree, I spied 2 priests examining the ground. 2 lizardmen accompanied them, most likely the comrades of the corpses I'd seen. Suddenly, the lizardmen screeched in my direction. I'd been spotted. Who goes there? So apparently Astaroth got killed, and dismembered, and vivisected by a super angry Maxi out for revenge. Vivisection. We've never had to fight 4 people in a single battle before, I think. Wait, we might have. That doesn't matter, because we're gonna kill them all. Oh, bad lizard man. Ah, I impacted at the wrong time.
Engaging.
Don't know why, but frame rate kind of started when I did that charged launch attack. I'll have to try it again. I might have to tweak my settings accordingly. Nothing. I've just been a regular pickup. 3 down, 1 to go. Ow. Stop backing up, you, and let me kill you. I looked at what the priests had been examining. It was a bluish arm, too big to be a human's and covered in unusual cracks. Nearby, a large axe was embedded in a tree. Both the axe and the arm looked familiar. They likely belonged to a giant I came across in the Middle East. Who could have defeated that monster? Suddenly, a strange urge to check the ravine overwhelmed me. Looking down, I saw something white snagged on the cleft's wall far below. I strained my eyes and saw that it was a tattered white cloth covered in blood. Then I realized I was looking at Maxi's jacket. As I leaned forward to see if I could spot Maxi himself, a malicious presence approached me from behind. By the time I realized I was under attack, it was too late. Something pushed me from behind, And as I plummeted down into the rocky depths, the last thing I remember seeing was a bloody lizard man at the ravine's lip, screeching victoriously. When I opened my eyes, I found myself in a dimly lit cave. The burbling of a river and the crackling of a fire filled the air. Enjoy your sleep. You know, I catch a lot of fish here, but you're the second person I've hooked now. I turned my head towards the voice and saw an old man sitting by a campfire. He wore unusual clothing and religious paraphernalia was hanging from its waist. Perhaps he was a shaman or cleric of some sort. This river flows from the base of a mountain a short distance from here. That's where you washed in from. I looked over you and you seem to have no major injuries. How do you feel? I told him I was fine and thanked him, then asked him about the other person he'd found. He said he discovered a badly wounded man not long ago. His injury so severe that he lost the use of his limbs. Realizing he needed specialized help, the old man took him to a doctor in a village a short distance away. However, he had yet to receive word of if the injured man had awoken. For now, he needs rest more than anything. I have a feeling he'll walk up and walk from the village on his own 2 feet. It would be wise of you to give him time to recover. His gentle words hanging in the air, the old man made his way out of the cave. So Maxie is in critical condition from his fight with Astaroth. Will he get amnesia in this timeline? I don't know, because he got amnesia in the last timeline. Let's continue exploring. First, we're gonna investigate what the heck Schwarzwind is. Walking along a meadow road, I encountered a group of young delinquents attacking a merchant's horse and cart. The brigands were supposedly part of an infamous gang of thieves. Only middle attacks are effective. It looked as though there was trouble on the road up ahead. As I got closer, I noticed 2 young men attempting to pull what appeared to be a merchant from his carriage. What are you doing? Stop! We recognize that crust, you royal lapdog! You're bleedy as dry and getting fat on what you take from us! Because of you filthy merchants and aristocrats, we commoners don't even have enough money for food. But you know, we're reasonable people. You leave this carriage and your cargo here, and we'll let you escape with your life. How dare you, you little thugs! Who do you think Yaha! Shut up! Shut your trap, you dirty miser! Enraged, the 2 knocked the merchant unconscious. It was then I decided to intervene. I stepped in front of the 2 men. What? You here to save this guy or something? In that case, you're an enemy of Schwarzwind. And I thought Schwarzwind was the good guys, because they were the good guys in Soul Calibur 5. Now let's kill them with all the middle attacks we can muster. Ow.
What? Hey, come on now.
Anyway. Guess that must be a middle attack. You disgrace the Schwarzwind name. The Schwarzwind I know is full of honor and integrity, and you disgrace it by being common thugs. That takes care of those 2. The 2 men who called themselves members of the Schwarzwind put up quite a fight, but in the end I was able to incapacitate them. As I contemplated what to do with them, I was approached by a group of 3 people. I'm sorry to trouble you, but Would you mind handing those two fools over to us? The likely leader of the group, a young woman, stepped forward and introduced herself. My name is Sally. Those two men are former comrades of mine. After leaving our group, they've been causing trouble and sullying the good name of Schwarzwind. We came here to put an end to that. They're idiots, that's for sure. But I'm to blame for not keeping a tighter leash on them. I intend to take them back and ensure they get a proper punishment, so if you wouldn't mind... I agreed to the young woman's passionate plea and stepped away from the two men. Thank you. I apologize for the trouble they've caused you. I was curious as to what kind of group Schwarzwind was. When I asked the young woman, she quickly looked away. I'm grateful you didn't take the lives of these men, but our group is a separate matter altogether. If you truly want to know more about us, then you'll have to come to our headquarters. The young woman proceeded to tell me the location of her group's base of operations, and carried away the two unconscious men. So what say you? Shall we investigate more about Schwarzwind? It's down to the left, but first we gotta encounter Ivy. Having accepted a request from the Wolf Crone army to take out the remaining members of Covenant Shield, I found myself facing a woman named Ivy, who had a deep, complicated connection to the group. For those of you who don't know, Covenant Shield is Nightmare's personal band of mercenaries, consisting of Astaroth, Ivy, and a random lizard man. Astaroth is dead, we don't know where the lizard man is, and now we're fighting Ivy. And as Namco dictates, we gotta kill her in order for 2B to figure out Soul Edge stuff. My sword whispered that someone unique was near. To think that it would be you. How fortuitous. Just yesterday, I accepted a job from the army of Wolf Crone, a small nation between the Holy Roman Empire and the Kingdom of France. They wanted me to hunt down the remnants of the Covenant Shield. Among my orders, I found a document describing a woman wielding a strange sword, someone I met once before while traveling with Dion. Apparently, she called herself Ivy. So, Wolf Crone is moving against the stragglers and malfested trash, I see. They're certainly wasting no time. And you must be the bounty hunter they hired to deal with me. I have severed all ties with the knights and demons. Then again, I doubt that you'll accept that, or that my past transgressions will be forgiven so easily. Dion had said that this Ivy was working with the Azure Knight, but now it seemed that was no longer the case. I stared at her in silence, and she smirked. I suppose this is the fate of those who dance to Soul Edge's tune. Very well, Hunter. Claim your prize if you can. To be, this is a destined battle. Defeat Ivy, and you will learn the secrets of the cursed sword. Namco has spoken!
Battle 1. Fight!
Only soul charge attacks are effective. Okay. Which means we gotta keep hitting your reversal edges. Reversal edges and charging up our soul gates. Oh, shit! My attacks are doing so little damage, even though I'm level 49.
Close range combat is advised.
Ah, that didn't.
This'll feel good!
This'll feel good! There we go. Now we can get our first soul charge in.
Executing support program.
Oh yeah, that's a lot more damage.
Initiating fire support.
Ah! Hold on, Timmy, you almost got her! No! No, I'm so close! I'm trying to save my soul gauge! No!
Turn this around.
Potential for reckless behavior.
Roger.
Initiating fire support. Executing support program.
I'll make
Oh,
you
no.
submit.
No! My soul gauge!
Enjoy your treat. Give it up already.
I'll kill you.
Behave. I'll make you submit.
Didn't work that time, motherfucker! Wait, I tried to keep this family friendly. Then again, why am I saying this? I'm just saying things impulsively now.
I'll kill you.
Oh, because I want to kill the stupid Ivy. Because I had trouble fighting her in my original Libra of Soul playthrough.
I'll kill you.
That I sadly did not
I've
record.
had enough of this.
Fight!
Executing support program.
Back to soul charge. Ah! No! Let me keep my soul charge! No!
Let your guard down.
Dispatch enemy immediately.
Ah! Not the break attack!
I see through you.
Dispatch enemy immediately. Executing support program.
I'll make
Oh, come on! Stop it! I hate this. Did I ever tell you that I really hate this fight?
Proposal. Increase pod usage.
I'm trying.
Ah, that was annoying. That was super annoying. Damn this curse upon me. Perhaps death will be sweet release. Ivy was desperate, and desperate people are doubly dangerous. As I watched her warily, suddenly her sword transformed into some sort of whip. It coiled around her as if it had a mind of its own, shielding its master. But what was this anguish I saw in Ivy during our fight? And how could her sword writhe like a living thing? Who exactly was this woman? While uncertainty clung to my heart, I couldn't bring myself to strike her down. I lowered my weapon, choosing words over weapons this day. What is that sword you carry? Why does it act like it has a mind of its own? Through alchemic study, I forged this weapon in the hope of destroying the cursed sword. However, inside it lies a great darkness, life bestowed upon it from that accursed blade itself. The blood of the cursed sword flows through my body and blade, binding us as one. My fate is tied to it, as it is tied to me. Ivy stared at her sword, her eyes intent. She spoke of it like it was part of her. As I pondered how to respond, I felt the earth tremble before me. Ivy raised her head. A dust cloud rose in the distance. A large number of mounted soldiers were heading right for us. They carry the flag of Wolf Krone. That young regent truly is determined to sweep every last malfested Wolf Krone's soil. Ivy's blade eagerly responded to her will, curling back into a solid sword. No more denying the truth. If half of me still wishes to defy fate, then the other half must endure it. With With that, Ivy turned and sauntered away. She walked with poise, dignity, a haughty and aloof queen beyond approach. Just who is Ivy?
Your soul surges in your body.
We've almost mastered 2B style, and we are at level 50. I'm tempted to just end this expedition right now, but we gotta complete these missions. We just gotta. Anyway, let's find some more information on Schwartzman right after this random encounter. The more health you have remaining on completion, the greater your reward. Okay. Let's hope it's not just gold this time. Can we get perfect? Yes, we can. We got the maximum rewards. And all we got was gold. What a waste. I traveled into the Black Forest in search of Schwartzman's hideout. Eventually, I came across an old castle lit by torchlight. What kind of group would hold themselves up in a place like this? And why? Well, let's do much more damage for both you and your opponents, and opponents move more quickly. And we're fighting 2 Schwartzman members and someone else. I could see lights shining through the trees from deep within the forest. It appeared as though the information I received earlier about the location of the Schwartzman's base could be trusted after all. Several young people were gathered in front of what looked to be the headquarters. As I approached the building, paying no mind to the frosty stares of the sentries, I happened upon a tall young man seated on a wine barrel by the entrance. Who the hell are you? I told the man about my encounter with Salia, and that she had instructed me to come here. Oh, so you're the one that stopped those 2 clowns. Glad you came. The name's Landau. We're looking forward to you joining us. It seemed that the man misunderstood the reason for my coming. When I tried to ask him what he meant by joining, he quickly stood up. Alright, chumps. Let's give her the usual treatment. Well, this just happened. Apparently we're joining Schwartzwood. But we don't have time to join Schwartzwood. We got an Azwel to stop. Ah!
Thank you!
Got you.
I should have held on to it longer. These guys are only level 26. These are gonna be insane.
I'll kill you.
Wall hits do a lot of damage. Yes, Cervantes, also level 26.
I'll kill you.
That is a lot of damage for a single wall hit. Next up is Landau. Hey, I was actually kind of accurate for his voice.
You aren't ready.
Stop that. I love walls! Phew! You're pretty good. You're almost as good as I am. And only Siegfried's ever bested me. We could really use someone like you. It appeared this was some sort of crude initiation. I was about to explain to him that he was mistaken about my reason for coming here when I heard a voice call out from afar. Landau! What are you doing? This person is not a new recruit! Huh? But you said the other day that you found a good one. This is her, right? I mean, she's really strong. All I said was that it would be nice if she joined us. I never said she was actually going to. So that's what you meant. Yeah, I'm sorry for putting you that then. I'm so sorry that another member of our group has caused you more trouble. I told her I didn't mind, and once again asked her about Schwarzwind. Schwarzwind is a group of like-minded individuals gathered under the banner of our commander Siegfried. Truthfully, at first we were a little more than a band of thieves and misfits that meddled in the affairs of the corrupt aristocrats and merchants who had a stranglehold on the population. One night, under the cover of darkness, Schwarzwind attacked a group of knights returning from a long campaign. Siegfried led the charge, overwhelmed their commander, and slew him. As if the heavens were celebrating his victory, the moonlight shone on the face of the man Siegfried had triumphantly killed. That commander was none other than Siegfried's long-lost father. The realization that he had murdered his own father destroyed Siegfried. After that, he disappeared, and we still don't know where he is. I can still hear the grief-stricken screams he let out that night. But I believe that he will return someday, and it's important for us to be there for him when he does, because without us, he would have no one to return to. And that's why we're working as mercenaries for the people here. Well, of course, still operating as Schwarzwind. Sully is filling in as our leader while Siegfried's away. But leading this kind of life can be pretty boring at times, so some members go off and do their own thing. That's why we thought it would be nice if you joined us. You know, as a way to raise group morale. I told him that while I was honored, I would have to turn him down. I was on a quest of my own. Just to let you know, the reason we told you about our base here is because we know you're strong, and we feel we can trust you. We thought we would show you this place and invite you to join us after telling you more about our group. Once you've completed the quest you're on, please come back. We'll be waiting for you. Yeah, you're always welcome here. So we got a place to visit once we kill Azwel. And speaking of killing Azwel, it's time to finally build the next connection to the swords. We are about to go to this red dot containing the Holy Warrior's prayers. Following the sword's trail, I walked a narrow path through the mountains to a grassy plain where a woman was fighting a Malfested. Instead of killing her opponent, she cleansed the evil inside it, and then turned to me and told me her name. Sensing someone linked to the swords, I made my way towards the distant mountains. There, I found a blonde woman being attacked by a Malfested. I rushed to save her, but she didn't need my help. She struck the Malfested with a lightning-fast blow from the flat of her sword, leaving it unconscious but uninjured. She placed her palm on its head, and the evil within it began to slowly disappear. Be still, and fear not. Forgive me. I couldn't control myself. How could I attack another person? What have I done? Evil made you its victim. You have nothing to feel guilty about. It is my duty to help those plagued by darkness. Just thank the gods that I reached you in time. Thank you. Thank you so much. The woman urged the man to rest, but he rose unsteadily to his feet. Saying he was worried about his friends, he left. After he disappeared from view, the woman turned to face me. Greetings. My name is Sophitia. Do you need something? I explained that I wished to fight her in order to obtain the power to stop a great disaster. She stared at me for a long, thoughtful moment, then nodded. Very well. I sense an unusual power within you. I wish to know the truth behind it. So now we fight the holy warrior of the gods, Sophia. And in case the trend wasn't clear, we are fighting people that were important characters in the original Soul Blade. Starting with Taki, then moving on to Sophia.
Battle 1. Fight!
This fight is also fate.
Now. Get off the stage! Ah! Why did I finish that combo? Why do I keep finishing that combo? I want to knock her off the stage!
I won't lose.
It doesn't matter, because I knocked her out cool.
Battle 2.
But no.
Fight!
Like, not yet, not cool, but stop sidestepping!
Give up already.
Oh. That's a notification. Gotta get some. There we go.
Battle 3. Fight!
I'm actually glad the frame rate got stopped for a bit because I was
Close range combat is
still kind of
advised.
underprepared. And now I'm fully prepared.
Ring out!
Hey, wait, that's Sophia down! The fight with Sophia awakened memories of a deadly battle for control of Soul Edge. How could such power reside in a person without it consuming their mind and soul? I have never met another such as you. Before our exchange, you spoke of wanting to stop a disaster. I believe you are telling the truth. I thanked Sophia, and she clasped her hands to her chest in prayer. I shall pray you never stray from the path of righteousness. That's Sophia defeated. And next episode, we're gonna build our connection one more time in Italy. Of course, completing some side quests, and moving on to the final red dot. Until then, I'll see you later.